Well, hello there. Haven't been here in a while. We're going live on the Soul Spotlight tonight. We have Kathleen Bowen, a.k.a. Chef Kath, is in the house, so we're about to do this. Y'all hang on, let's get it going. I'm a filmmaker. I've worked in film, video, and television for over 30 years. I took a little break, but now I'm back. Well, hello and welcome to another edition of Art Imitates Life. I'm Tanya Dixon, and the greatest place tonight for the Soul Spotlight. Like I mentioned just now, we've been kind of taking a break on the spotlight. It's been the living room and what's the tea every week, and we've been doing all the stories and stuff. But tonight, we're back in for our special features. And so, of course, another special night for you. We have Kathleen Bowen in the house, a.k.a. Chef Kat. She's going to come through talking about that. Bone Cleaner Barbeque Sauce, and also her new fashion line. So we've got a lot to do. So you all stick tight, get a seat, get a drink, whatever you need to do, and make sure you hold on. Let's get it cracking right after we get a word or two from our sponsor. Art Imitates Life with Tanya Dixon is being sponsored by Candyland Global, bringing your multimedia dreams to life. Hey, welcome back to Art Imitates Life, the Soul Spotlight. So let's go ahead and I'm not going to just sit and chat with y'all right now. I got a lot to chatting with Kat, so let's get this Soul Spotlight going right now. Hey, welcome back. Well, let me go ahead and bring the lady in. Let me go ahead and unmute her real quick and bring her on into the house here on the Soul Spotlight. How you doing, Miss Kathleen Bowen?
Good evening, Tanya. How you doing? I'm excited to be here.
Oh, good. We're happy to have you here. I've been excited about this interview with you because you have such a wonderful spirit. And I said, I want to talk to her about everything that she has going on and, get a chance to just lay out everything about how you got started in these ventures. Because I love myself an entrepreneur,
Well, thank you so much for having me. I've been making barbecue sauce for the last few years. I started cooking actually professionally for my oldest brother. He had a gourmet sausage business, and we used to go to different farmers markets, and so he's really who got me into line cooking and being able to talk to customers. And he was like really outgoing and just he's super friendly. He's like my dad. Like they're just really bubbly people. So they were great people to learn from. And so I started when I was 15 with him.
You started when you were what now?
I was 15.
Oh, 15. That's what I thought you were saying. 15 years old.
Yeah, so I started when I was 15. And then I took a little time away. And a few years ago, we lost my little brother to a motorcycle accident. And with that, I wanted to carry his name around. My little brother loved to travel, and he loved to just go all over and explore. And so I was trying to find a way to get him to continue to travel. So with my barbecue sauce on each bottle, over the E, his name was Easy Money. There's a halo over it. So every time somebody
Oh,
purchases a bottle of sauce, he gets to travel into their homes, into different states, into different countries,
oh,
and
that's
stuff
so
like
cool.
that. So yeah, that's the whole reason behind
Okay.
the barbecue sauce and wanting to start the company. And then I brought
Right.
in, my granddad was Indian, and so I brought in a lot of the Indian spices and flavors, and used that to bring the
Mhm.
sauces out. So they're really unique. A lot of they
Okay.
don't taste like anything else that anybody has out there.
Okay. Yeah, that because that was going to be my question is I found it very unique that you chose to do a barbecue sauce line. And so I was really wanting to know what that motivation was until you said it was just, the I guess from your brother and all the cooking and everything, it just kind of came up with something that you felt would be you could put your staple on, something that is very unique.
Yes,
I must say.
yes, I definitely want to put my staple on it, and I wanted
Hmm.
to bring like I'm really family oriented, and like
Okay.
so I grew up with my granddad and my grandparents. They did a lot of cooking, and my granddad always made curries and chutneys and stuff like that. So those spices are what brought in a few of
Right.
my fruit lines, like the mango madness. It was built
Okay.
because of mango chutney. So it doesn't have the chutney flavor, but it has the build
Hmm.
and the foundation from it.
Tell
Um,
me more about chutney. Chutney. I always hear about that. What is chutney? I always hear it. What is
so it's the way that I make mine spiced, but it would
okay?
be like considered almost like what jam is in the United States.
Okay.
Because what you do, we jar it. You have it on the stove for a long period of time. You use vinegar, sugar, a lot of different spices and stuff like that. But
Okay.
it's basically the same consistency of what a jam would be out here.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. That's really cool.
But
That's
it's it's a really delicious it's just a side item to eat with your food. And not a lot of people, it doesn't always come spicy, but I like
okay.
heat. I love heat. So I always do mine just a little bit
I had to understand that. Now, when did you find that when you started doing something this unique that there was you had to find an avenue to kind of break into like what door you could open, because a barbecue sauce that is something that's a little different. So did you have to keep twisting on a lot of doors to figure out what direction you were going to go in promoting this particular product?
Yes. I first started with because I was catering also, so I did a lot of barbecue
Okay.
catering. So that was a really good way to get the flavors out there, so people would still want to buy the bottles, take that home. Besides what they catered with, so that was
Okay.
a great avenue. And then before I moved to the Bay Area, I was doing a lot of different markets. So I was doing farmers markets and pop ups and stuff like that. Then
Okay.
I had moved up there for a couple years, and I was able to get the spicy hickory one right now. This one's gone through the whole FDA process and it's ready to go into
Oh,
the grocery
cool.
stores and stuff like that. So it's been bottled
Okay.
and all the stuff is ready for it. So the bottling plant was up there, and then I had opened up another business and doing more things. So everything
Right.
online, and then I do gallons for like I have a lot of catering customers. So caterers
Okay.
and restaurants, I do wholesale gallons like all the time. So these are easy for people to just purchase online right now. They're
Mhm.
available at Ace Hardware and Vallejo. But besides that, then I have the wholesale gallons available locally, well throughout California because I travel from San Diego to the Bay Area.
Okay. So are you going to, because you just opened up another whole can of worms for me when you were talking about what's going to be in the stores and everything. I said that is a whole
Yes,
process
it's a
of
very
doing that.
it's a very big process, and
Right.
not to have excuses, but COVID made things a little bit more difficult for people to want to bring in new product.
Okay.
So it's just been a couple little hiccups, but I'm not giving up. So
No, no, that's right. I mean,
right
you've
now,
got too much going on.
yeah,
Yes.
I'm back in LA, so I'm getting back into the markets and just
Okay.
doing pop-ups and stuff like that.
Are you
And
thinking that you might like this, like you're talking about the area, you're going to take it regional, more regional first, and then try to move it more on national, international? Is that your kind of plan to do so? Because I would imagine that it's
It is because it needs to be up here before before any of the
okay.
other stores nationally will pick it up unless I get that right contract. But yeah, right now it's just foot to the pavement and get all done myself. But
But
yeah, I mean, I love being back in LA because like I know all these markets and I know all the people there, so it's like it's like being home.
okay. Well, the cool thing is that you have been able to get kind of like an endorsement going on there. I'm just going to go ahead and say an endorsement. Warren G. Now, tell me about how you work with him because you say you plan menus for other restaurants and entities. So, kind of talk to us a little bit about that and how you were able to walk in that door and get them to look at the sauce and say, "Hey, I'm going to vouch for this sauce."
Man, so yeah, meeting Warren G was something like completely epic. Like I never in a million years would even thought that he would call me up or anything like that.
Right.
So originally I met him through a smoker builder, G Stacks Custom Smokers. He's in the Bay Area also. So I went up there. He tried my barbecue sauce, and I'm not sure what was said between him and Warren, but Warren called me up and was like, I need a case of your sauce. And
Right.
right, and it was for 4th of July weekend. I'll never forget it. He picked it up 4th of July weekend. He's like, I need a case of barbecue sauce. I hear it's good. Let me try it. And
Right.
then since then he brought me in because he started a barbecue company. So he needed his sauces and seasonings and stuff like that. So
Okay.
I produced the sauces for him as far as the recipes. Like he's done all the production, he's done all the hands-on, all that's been himself, all the label creating, that's all been him. But he brought me in to create some recipes for him, and he's done very, very well. Like I'm super proud of what he's got accomplished. Like he's yeah.
That's
It has a clothing line too, actually. So yeah, they're barbecue sauce and clothing too. Like it's super dope.
oh
Yeah.
wow. That is so cool though. Now I want to see I'm gonna change the camera shot real quick here so that you can show a little bit more about the line and so that you can I guess you can take the and kind of hold them towards the
Oh
camera a
yeah,
little bit so that
absolutely.
people right they can get an idea
So
of what everything looks like.
these two right here are my peach flavors. I have a sweet peach and a peach habanero. And these
Right.
two are actually award winning. I have a few competition teams that go out, they do their ribs, their chicken, and their stuff like that. They use
Right.
these barbecue sauces and they get first place ribbons.
Oh, you know
Um,
what? I'm gonna go back to this other shot so we can see it better. Now
oh,
hold
yeah.
those up again.
So we
Hold those
have
up.
this
Yeah, there you go. There you
and
go.
the peach habanero. Let's see.
Okay, cool.
I don't know
Let
where
me
the other
see
one
it.
is. There we
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Okay, then let's see what else I have. Okay, so my daughter's favorite fruit all through school was pineapple. So I named this one after her. This is a pineapple Paris.
Wow. Okay,
And
cool.
then I have this is the original barbecue sauce right here. So the
Okay.
original is similar to the spicy hickory. It's really, really good with the brisket, with beef ribs, with tri-tip. Like
Hmm.
it's beef's best friend, and chicken wings.
Okay.
They're good on everything, but for me, I'm like I'll dip the whole beef bone in there and just gnaw on it.
I got one of my team members looking right now, Veronica. She said we ready. We
Yeah,
ready.
exactly. No, tell her look out for that box. I'm gonna have that in there.
I know that's right.
And then I have this honey competition glaze. So this is a barbecue sauce
Oh,
also, and I use this. We have a beekeeper up in Vallejo, Brothers Honey, and
right.
so he's a local beekeeper, and I use his honey in that barbecue sauce flavor right there.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
It's super good. Like, yeah, his
Okay.
honey is to die for. And it comes in like it has these different aromas and flavors. So like different seasons, it'll come out different. Like it's so good. This is the mango madness. This is the one that
Okay.
was the chutney inspired one.
All
And then
right.
I also have olive oil. I have a habanero olive oil.
Oh,
Yes.
that's neat.
So
All
this
right.
one is infused for about 160 days before I bottle it
Okay.
up.
All right.
And then most recently, I've made a curry seasoning. So this blend right
that's me.
now
That's me.
okay, so this right here is perfect. So it's not just curry powder. This has 17 different spices in it. And what it is the absolute perfect blend. It has everything except for salt in it. So whoever doesn't really know anything about curry, all they have to do is add this to their tomato base, their coconut, their cream, their whatever they want to cook with, and it'll give them that curry flavor they're looking for. It contains every spice that comes with making curries. And also I have it in mild and spicy. So if people don't actually like the heat but want to have the curry, then they can go ahead and get the mild one and it won't kill their taste buds.
Well, I do have a question for you. Like, right now, like people like very sensitive about the different type of things that they put in their diet. And I know as you're talking about the ingredients and all. Did you have to like make sure that you go through and test it and see what kind of things would be bothersome to people? I was just curious about that.
So, with these, it doesn't have that many allergy related things. The only thing is that the barbecue sauces aren't vegan friendly because I do use Worcestershire sauce, and because of that, they have the slightest bit of anchovy in it. So it isn't a vegan friendly bottle, but they are gluten free, so they do help people that don't have that have gluten allergies. And it is very low sodium, and I don't use any extra preservatives. And also all the fruit barbecue sauces, I use real fruit in them. So there's no syrup, there's no flavorings, there's nothing artificial like that either. So I haven't actually had anybody even email or comment or, come reach out to me saying that they've had anything like that. When I got them bottled, you have to do pH testing, you have to do mold testing, you have to see how long shelf life is. So all those things have been done. Even for the ones that haven't been FDA, haven't gone through the whole payment process and stuff. All of the testing has been done. So, nobody's,
okay. Because that's kind of what I wanted to know, because some people, they think that you can just get to the artsy side of it, pick it up and put something in a bottle and get going. And I really wanted to get to the business side so that you could tell people that this is something you have to really be careful.
No, it's something serious because I've had to recall things off the shelf. So I totally have. I had played around because with olive oils, they're very serious. The production of an infused olive oil is a very serious thing, and you can really? Because you can't really put a preservative in it because it is oil, and you can't have anything that has any type of moisture because then you will have bacteria growing in it, and it can cause some people to not to be here anymore. So, so with that being said, I have thrown away batches of things just because the actual infusion process, it's like, okay, well, regardless of if the product is dry or not, it still needed another process in between then. So there is a lot that people need to know, that they can't just put some stuff together, bottle it up, and think that you're going to be okay. Because I've even had people send me product to try and give my opinion and stuff. But if it's not sealed properly, if it's not sealed properly, I won't even try it. So, some people will send things in mason jars, but just because it's in a mason jar, it hasn't been properly canned. And if it hasn't been canned or preserved, I can't try it. Like, you don't know what's happened. So it is a lot of, there is science behind it. It's not just throw some stuff in a pot and you're gonna be all right, because you can't get in trouble.
That's what people make it seem like, but some people don't know. And I know that they learn later on when they get out there, but just so that people out there who might be interested in having their own product of some type know that there is a business behind.
Absolutely, especially when you're dealing with things with oil, with butter, with dairy, with cream, with anything like that. But then, because those things really need to stay refrigerated, so there's no real way to just preserve it on the shelf if you're making that stuff. Um,
Okay.
so yeah, it's a lot of tricky things behind it. So actually, I've had companies hire me on to come in there to
Really?
show them either how to make their recipe
Uh-huh.
sustainable for the shelf, or to come in
Okay.
and create something that they're trying to duplicate, but with the proper ingredients so that it is shelf worthy.
Okay.
So yeah, those things I've also done
Hmm.
besides just doing a recipe off the top of my head. But yeah.
That's really good information, Kat. I mean, for real, because I know myself personally, I have thought about it. It was not a food substance, but I have thought about doing something along the lines of like lotions and all kinds of things like that. And I
Body
know that you do a
body
lot of
butter.
testing. Yeah, body butters and all. And I have thought about that, how much you have to go through. And that's what made me slow my roll
Yeah.
into thinking about doing something like that and stay in my lane and all that. Because because that pandemic has your mind in other different areas,
Yeah.
like trying to get creative and do
But
this and do that, because nobody was carrying cameras out anywhere last year. So
exactly. Yeah.
had to keep creative in your head, start thinking about
No,
other
it's
stuff.
true.
So
Like it's
yes,
absolutely true. Because a lot of my
uh-huh,
caterers even last year didn't have business. So with that, I had to open up
right,
a whole nother company just to,
right.
make everything make sense. But yeah, last year was crazy.
You know what? That's one thing we're definitely going to get into your whole thing about your new venture. But I really want to know if we talk about last year and how people survived. Like a lot of businesses just did not survive. What would you say for you? Your staying power and being able to get through that whole thing and get to the other side and actually start a new venture now. What would you say was your staying power, your motivation to be able to get through all of that?
Fortunately, I had, I'm blessed.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, like it is because like I had the skills that were required for certain businesses that needed to stay
Right.
open.
Okay.
When the 2 weeks before the pandemic started, I was hired on to the Vegan Mob, which is Oakland's largest vegan restaurant.
Right.
And then,
Okay.
2 weeks later, the pandemic set in. We had to basically, a lot of people had to go home. We could only have maybe 7 people in, the entire facility.
Wow.
So with that, it was just the fact that I had this skill that I was able to do so many positions that I was needed there. So I think it was really about where I saw my need and or
Mm-hmm.
where I saw people needed me at the time. Because once I left there, I did another restaurant management job for Ruby Jules and Vallejo. And then from
Okay.
that, it was quite a few businesses or people that were no longer working for somebody else and they wanted to start their own business. And because I had
Okay.
done that so often and helped so many people build their companies, I opened up a restaurant consulting firm. And so for
Really?
months, I was doing people's licenses and permits, and I've done blueprints, and I've done menu planning, and website
Mhm.
building, and trademarks, and all these LLCs, and all this stuff. So I really knew where I was needed. When I saw people
Okay.
time, I just used whatever skill I have learned over the years and was like, here I am. What can I do for you?
Yeah, because I know that has to be a really great thing to have that kind of skill because a lot of businesses died in restaurants, especially
It was
died
hard.
during that
It was
time.
hard and
Yeah.
heartbreaking. It was
Oh,
heartbreaking to pull up to some of my favorite places and them not being
wow.
around and not even knowing how to contact the owner so that I could help them. Because
Right.
at a certain point, you're like, okay, it's heartbreaking, especially when you know it's a family run business or it's a small mom and pop deal. It's not a chain. Like
Right.
these people need their jobs. These people
Hmm.
invest all this money for something so tragic or something so real to happen. And a
Hmm.
lot of places can't survive after 90 days. Like it's a
Right.
dead deal to keep people on and not have the money coming in and still have to pay all your
Hmm.
overhead. After 90 days, you're done. So
Wow.
it was hard to see. But also it was really great seeing all the new businesses coming from it from people that were no longer working under an employer and all these people that believed in their dreams and wanted to come and do something for themselves. So it was a rewarding but heartbreaking at the same time. So
that's why I was
emotional time. This is very emotional roller coaster.
I bet it is.
I'm like,
well, that's why I was spending a little bit more time on it before we get to the fashion, because I know there's a lot of people who might be still a little disillusioned through that, and then figuring out ways to try to reinvent themselves and recreate things for their whole thing to make it. So are you taking on additional clients to help them with their restaurants? Or you just hadn't thought about it?
No, I can still take on people throughout California for a lot of things. The only thing I'm not doing at the moment for multiple reasons is I'm not doing actual permits and licenses. The offices are so difficult, and I don't want to keep telling, I like to be on time for my stuff, and I don't want to blame anybody else, so I'm just not going to do it.
I understand.
I'll totally build a menu. I'll come in, I'll design, I'll do every single thing else. But the paperwork, besides the business licenses, like I can do that. But when it comes to the city permits and stuff like that, the owner needs to take care of that themselves. But I can take care of everything else.
I got you, because just something I just wanted to just know, because I know that there's people out there who, and I wonder if some of them are going to make it through. Again, if we have any other type of thing that happens, again, there's some businesses that are going to go away, and especially restaurants. And so when I think about it, I just really wanted to know, if there's any hope or any help or anything like that. It's something that just kind of comes
reach
to my mind.
out to me _Chef Cat. They can DM me, and I will figure out a way to help them.
All right. _Chef Cat.
Doors closed, and I don't want to see no more doors closed. And tell them to DM me, and we'll figure something out.
There you go. Thank you so much. And you know what? I'm going to put that. Okay. I think I got your social media already in the description, but of the on YouTube. So I'll make sure that all that is there, so that people can reach out to you, so that if they do have any questions or need help with paperwork and all, they can reach out for you and see what happens.
They totally can. If they have actual, I can answer questions about permits. It's just that I don't personally want to do the filing anymore. I think that the owner should. Okay. But everything else, I'm totally there. You go ahead. Come on. I'll set them on online ordering apps. They can have their own personal ordering app. I'll set them up with that.
Okay. Cool.
And they'll come directly to them.
Cool. Well, y'all hear that? There is help. There is definitely help. Well, you know what? I really want to now kind of turn the corner just a little bit, because you mentioned the whole fashion thing, and we're going to make sure you all, again, that you, the Bone Cleaner Barbeque Sauce, before we leave that, make sure that any way that they can get in contact with you on that too. So drop your social media on that. We're going to do it again at the end of the show. So drop your social media on that.
So for Bone Cleaner, what is it? Instagram is Bone Cleaner _BBQ Sauce. And then there are 2 Bone Cleaner Barbecue Sauce pages on Facebook, but those are the only 2 social medias we're on for that. And then I have a website, bonecleanerbbqsauce.store. Yes.
I'm so glad, because I can't wait. My team, I'm going to have to fight them and beat them off with a stick, because I have some real barbecuers.
One more thing about the barbecue sauce. On that website, I have monthly subscription boxes. So there's chef choice boxes. I forget if they're $25 or $35 a month, because I was playing around with what I was actually going to put in them. But you get basically about almost twice as much what you pay is for what you are going to get in here. So check them out on the website. Also, they're once a month, chef choice, whatever, either the best sellers or some new products that I have coming out. They are in the box.
Cool.
Yeah.
Really cool. All right, y'all be sure to check that out, because we definitely are. Like I was going to say just now, my team, I'm already going to be in a fight with them. I got some real barbecuers on my team, I mean, every time we
They
get ready
don't
to have
love it.
because
They like
every time,
the bestseller. All of them, the
really,
Sweet is the bestseller.
okay.
And it's
Now
hot. It's
hold
nice.
it one more time so I can make sure that they see it. Hold it one.
Wait a
Okay.
minute. Yeah.
'Cause let me tell you what goes down. Every time there's a holiday, I always ask the guys give me some tips for barbecuing or something like that.
Mhm.
And I know that they would be very interested because a lot of them are from Texas or in Texas and
Oh, I would love to know what they
Texas.
say. Because I have a couple people from Tennessee and they get big boxes shipped to them. Like they
Really?
not play. Yes, I got Tennessee, Georgia, Texas, Florida.
Okay.
Yes, I'm like, I got a few regulars that when I see them pop up, I'm like, oh yeah, here you go. But they like to shock their families because there's nothing like that out there. You know, every region has their own
Yeah.
type of flavor. And California doesn't
Okay.
have a real like a barbecue sauce flavor. So I'm like, well, I'm bringing the tropical, the
Right.
fruit, all this good shit.
But you know, they get real serious in Texas. They real serious about a grill. They will fight you
They
about a grill.
real
And
serious about
I'm
their
like, okay.
barbecue. Real
So,
serious about their
yeah, I
barbecue.
was just kind of curious, you know. So we're going to
Yeah.
definitely check you out. But you know what I want to do? I want to flip on over and talk about the fashion.
Yes,
Um,
ma'am.
yes,
You
I
like?
love that. I love that. Well, let's first of all let's talk about the name of the fashion. Is it Aid Koya?
So
Is it
Adekoya,
Ada Koya? Okay.
1994. So
Love it.
Adekoya is my baby brother's middle name, and he was
Oh.
born in 1994. So we like really keep it. Like,
Y'all
there we
all
go. Here we go.
that.
Right.
I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad
Yeah.
at
So
all. Ada
yeah.
Koya.
So that's the name of the company, Adekoya,
Okay.
1994. We do have a shop on Shopify. And
Okay.
this is one of the garments that we actually just made. It's a blouse. It's a dress that I also wear as a blouse. Right now, I have it on as a dress with one of our belts.
Oh,
But
cool.
yeah, it's versatile. And this right
Okay.
here, it ties in a whole bunch of different ways. So this is I
Right.
like the long tight neck. So this is why I usually wear it this way. But it has so many
Okay.
different ways we can fold it into.
That's
Um,
nice. That's
yeah. So
nice.
our biggest thing are these silk
Hmm.
cloth stitch belts. We have a
Okay.
nice size collection on there that we keep adding to. But we're doing dresses and pants and just really unique, comfortable, but sleek, just sexy, stylish stuff.
Okay, we're
Really,
about to go to the website in a
great
minute.
fabric. The fabrics that we're using are absolutely
Okay.
impeccable. We're getting imported silks for our belts. We're doing handcrafted, a lot of
Oh,
handcrafted products. We have some that are full couture. Yeah, so we have a lot of things going on. And it's my
okay.
dad
So
and I. It's my dad. He does a lot of the hands-on sewing and construction, and
okay.
he does design, and then I do a lot of the design also. And then he'll come in like I'll put a bunch of stuff on the mannequin, and he'll come behind me and like I'm gonna just clean this up for you real quick.
I
Yeah,
understand.
because I walked
So
away from the dress the other day that when I walked back in, it was impeccable. I was like, oh, thank you for fixing my problem.
so I guess I want to first of all ask about that. Out of all things,
Hmm.
fashion, was it because of your father's long time history in fashion and you felt like I'm interested in it, and if I walk into this I got somebody who can walk with me on the whole thing? Or
And he is the perfect person to
wow.
learn from. Like my dad
Okay.
has made Academy Award dresses. Like he's had his
Wow.
own fashion shows. Like he's shut down downtown LA and had it going. Like
No.
I mean, like, my dad is freaking amazing. So when he got back, because
Oh,
he took a little time off too. So when he got back, he went back to LA Trade Tech to learn
uh-huh.
everything he hadn't already known. So he can do
Right.
every single thing from making the actual pattern to full on construction, which he already knew how to do. But I mean, he
Okay.
learned everything he didn't. So that really, I think it lit a fire under me just seeing his happy place all over again. And so I was like,
Cool.
I wanted to. I was like, you can't do this without me.
That's
Because
wonderful.
it's been in the back of my mind for so long, and I was just kind of waiting for him to, I don't know, I just to see that, I don't know what it was. I was just waiting though, and I'm like, everything just lined up the way it needed to line up. And I was like, oh, we're really doing this. We're really going to do this.
That moment when you saw his face and he realized that his baby girl was going to follow into his area, into his footsteps. What was that like?
It makes me cry. Like my dad, so I love my dad so freaking much, right?
Oh, that is so cute.
But I am, because he talks so highly of me, and like I know that I've done good things, and I know, like, when I hear him say it, that okay, I guess I am kind of cool, but I don't think like that. So when I hear people talk about how much he's bragged about me, I'm just like, oh, thank you. Like,
that's true.
It's my dad.
Oh, but that is so cute, having that kind of support like that.
Yeah,
because some people they have to walk alone,
so
and it's so
awesome.
great that you have.
It is. And I see the happiness that it brings, because I feel it too. So I see it when we're like doing this together, and it's funny because like we'll take early morning rides downtown to go get fabric, and we have the same personality, so we're just yapping at each other, cracking jokes, getting on each other's nerves in a playful way, like we're having a great time, but we're just jabbing, one day of it. We look at each other like, yeah, we're perfect. We're meant for each other.
Oh, that's so wonderful. You got somebody to have your back like that. And I'm just saying, there's a lot of people who do ventures and
and it's like we're just kind of like two peas in a pod. And I mean, as a kid, it's not always like that, but I'm so freaking grateful that it is. It is.
Right.
Like, yeah, I'm like so happy.
Emotional. That's wonderful. Let me ask you now, because I want to go into looking at the line, and then we'll come back for more questions. I was saying I would do a share screen so that you can kind of tell people what kind of fashion they can see some of it, the whole nine. So I'm going to put on my specs here.
Yes,
and say, first of all, see what's up in the comments. I said we got Veronica's hanging out in the comments, and Juju Man 2020 saying
Hi, Dad.
Oh, that's so cool. Hi, Dad. I see Shannon. Shannon says she loves it, so she's in there too. So hey, Shannon. So we're gonna take a peek over here. I'm gonna share screen real quickly, and we'll go in so that we can talk a little bit about what's on the site. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go back up to the top here. And again, the site is a.k.a. Is the name of the company, but in 1994 is the name of the company, and it's ade-koya-1994.myshopify.com. And I'll make sure that we put that in the description as well for anybody who wants to go in and check things out. But I like it says home of the silk cinch belt. Explain that. I'm not a big fashion the person knows a lot about fashion. As you can see the big flower at my neck. But
okay, so one thing that the market really, so there's no fabric belts out there. Like wide fabric belts. So really there's nothing like that in the market. And so all of our belts, with exception of, I want to say 2 of our belts, the lining is silk except the outside. So we have a serape and a blue embroidered belt. Those have silk linings, but the outside of them are a different material. The red one that you see on the left of the screen, that's actually the belt that I have on right now. And that's a flower embroidered brocade. and that
Okay.
has a red silk lining on that also. And then the gray belt on the right, that is
Uh-huh.
that's an imported Shantung silk, and it's got
Okay.
a black silk lining also. So the quality of belt, there. And they have a few layers on there, and they're really sturdy, but they also give a nice shape without like feeling the super restriction that you would have with a waist trainer, let's say. So what
Right.
this is a cinch belt. It gives you the why do I have a brain fart right now?
That's fine. And
um,
let me know
so
what you want
yeah,
me to do. You want me to hit shop all and so that we can see everything?
yeah, let's have shop
Okay.
all. So
Okay.
you're able to. It gives you a nice let's see. If you click on any of them, then you can go inside to see how it fits on the mannequin. Yeah, because I just added some more
Oh
pictures
yeah.
this morning. Okay, so
Okay.
yeah, with icy, that's the
So let
blue.
me look okay. Okay. And so I could change the size. Let's say if I did
Yeah,
a
so this one
large. Let's
right
see if I
here,
did a
this is a
large.
silver embroidery on top, and then each button, everything's custom done.
Right.
Yeah, so all
Okay.
these are made
All right.
to enhance the figure, but not feel restricting. And
Okay.
yeah,
Cool. Cool. I tell you what, I'm gonna back out of this one. This is
okay.
really
I'm
nice
trying to
fabric
think
and
which
all.
one.
I was curious about this one here. I want to go here.
Which
Tell me
one?
about this one real
Oh,
quick.
those pants.
The pants
Oh,
here.
oh yes, those pants are
Yes.
so shocking. So we actually have a few more pairs coming out in different prints. But these right here, they're a kind of a taper down, so they're a little loose at the thigh, and then they do come down. But
Oh,
they are. It's the way that the actual pattern itself is cut, which allows them to crinkle on the side. So it doesn't actually have stitching, so you're able to manipulate the sides however you choose to wear it.
wow.
Um, this fabric right here doesn't have any stretch; it only stretches in the waistband. But we do have the same cut in different fabrics that are a stretchy material. So when you
Okay.
see the one that's there's a leopard print, I want to say it is.
Uh-huh.
And that one that's a stretchy material, so it has like a different manipulation to it, but the
Okay,
pants
let's
are
see.
actually
Oh,
my
oh, like the
absolute.
next one.
Oh yeah, and so that's the dress that I have
Okay.
right now in the shirt style.
I love that.
Yes,
I
so
love
that
that.
I had because I wore it to a red carpet. Because I get all the samples because I get lucky.
Uh-huh.
So
Oh.
yeah, I was able to wear it to a red carpet, and those are the pants that I had underneath the leopard one that I was telling you about that stretch. But yeah, it
Okay.
fits really well as both, and you can manipulate it in so many different ways.
And Dad said apple pill. That's what he
Yes,
said
it's
in
an
the
apple peel
fabric.
cut. I
Okay.
just wasn't gonna tell everybody, even though
Okay.
he gonna go on
All
it.
right. Cool, cool. But I really love that. Let me go back out here and you tell me where we're navigating to next. Nice, nice, nice. And so these are again like the belts. Oh, can you see my cursor when I'm moving my cursor like that? Because I don't know what shows on the
Yeah.
actual screen over there.
No, I see it sometimes.
Okay.
But then
All
sometimes
right.
it
So
disappears. The cowrie shell belt, yes, that's the latest.
right. Okay.
Yeah, but so
Okay.
that
Cool.
imported
I'm gonna go
phantom
into that
silk
one.
on the outside is silk lined, and then all the cowrie shells are hand sewn on. So the placement for each belt, the shells will
Really?
be somewhat different. Yeah, because we customize each one of these belts. So they're actually all done to order
Okay.
because we handcraft everything individually.
Wow. Okay. Let me back out of here real quick and we'll show some more here. Did I go far enough? I think you were talking about the gray at first, but I wanted to talk about the multicolor one here. Tell me a little bit. Is it sape? Sape?
Okay, so the name of the belt is sape. I want to
Okay.
say it means costume. But what the actual
Okay.
material is a serape material. So
Okay.
we use a serape that we also have gotten imported. My dad found this beautiful material. And so
Oh,
the inside actually has a white lining. I don't know if I actually posted a picture on the website of the inside of it, but it has the white lining that's silk, and the outside is a
okay.
serape.
Okay, cool. Well, let's go back. Can you tell me where you want to go? Because I'm just going to
Oh no, it's
so
fine.
you tell
The
me where you
leopard
want to
pants is
navigate to now.
probably yeah, because the ruby is pretty much the same as the gray belt. So if you see the leopard pants down there, otherwise, yeah, the bottom picture maybe.
Yes.
There we go.
Oh,
Okay, so
yes.
now you can see what they look like in the stretch material.
Okay. Shannon, this is named after you, a wild child. Oh, she's
Ah,
kidding.
yes. We gonna be
That's
ready,
one of the girls on the show.
Sandy.
So I
Yes,
just
but
wanted to.
they're
Oh, I
super,
love
super
that
comfortable.
though.
Yeah.
Now, what is that
They're really,
material?
I'm sorry?
What is that material?
We're gonna have to ask Juju man that one. Mm.
Okay. If he's still there, if he'll answer us about what
I
material that is. So
know,
neat.
right?
That is so neat.
Yeah,
You
it's
know.
all that material. I'm not sure exactly what it is. It's just a really nice stretch.
Yes, it
But
is.
he knows. Yeah, I sometimes I just bring him stuff.
I love it. I actually really
Yeah,
love
like
it.
yeah, I showed up yesterday with a ton of fabric.
Okay. Well, you know
But
what? I'm
yeah,
gonna
I mean that's pretty much
stop
what
it.
it is.
Okay.
Yeah, the red one is
Beautiful.
what I
You know
have
what I'm
on
gonna
right
do? Right. I'm gonna go to that because I'll show
now.
people a little
Yeah,
bit more because you stood up for a moment there and we could kind of see
yeah. So
it,
Isabella is the
but
one
I
that I'm
want
wearing
to
right now, and
okay.
it's still
And you know
pretty.
what I want to do?
Hmm,
You know what I want to do too is when we go back to you, I want you to stand up again and kind of show how it fits on the body. But right now, I
okay.
just wanted people to just see it here. But we will
Yeah.
go back and show how it fits on the body. I am going to go back where they can see them all. Once again, you all, this is Adekoya 1994. The website is ade-koya 1994.myshopify.com. And I will have that in the description so you can check it out. But right now I'm going to stop the share and we'll go back into the interview. Yay. Once upon a time, I wasn't so good at that whole screen sharing thing.
You really
Once
on
upon
top
a
of
time, yes, it has changed because once upon a time I was not happy. Now, Juju Man just said knit. We're saying that the pants were knit. Is that what that was
Oh
for
yeah.
the leopard
Okay.
pants?
That's a good fabric then.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
To see that
Yeah.
is knit. Okay. Oh,
That I
wow.
wasn't sure of, but yeah. I wonder
Okay.
if that's the one he's
Huh?
talking. No, I
Okay.
said I
I
wonder if
just
that's
kind of
what he's talking about. I'm not sure.
okay. I was just kind of curious, but if we go back in and look at more with the whole line, um, right now you're doing uh, your belts and you have your pants, your shirts. Is there a particular uh, look that you'll be going for? Is there any type of focus that you're planning to take with the line so far? Or are you test marketing? What kind of thing are you doing right this moment with the
we're
whole concept overall?
we're basically gonna stick with the high fashion, adding in
Okay.
some couture, and then my dad does still do customized pieces off to the
Okay.
side. But yeah, it is gonna be a lot of high fashion. We're looking to market towards like the a wide age group from 20 to 45. So a lot
Hmm.
of different people can wear it. But Mostly it'll be on the dressier side of things. At least for the thing, there will be like some casual, but it's still all high fashion because the quality of fabrics that we're working with are just, they're
Okay.
impeccable. So that is the realm that we're going to stick in.
Okay. Okay. That's really cool. And I just kind of, when it comes to your father and the experience of the whole thing, would you say, well, you're going to go, yeah, you just said just now you're going to stay with kind of a high fashion? Because I
Mhm.
was thinking about a lot of things out there that are kind of here today, gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
You all are not going to do anything quick. You just want to stay in more of a high fashion area.
Right. It's not
Hmm.
really going with the wave, because a lot of
Right.
times the wave, I mean, and granted, a saturation doesn't matter if the quality of your work, but I also really like, and my dad too, we think outside the box. So
Right.
yes, it might have something to do with what is being seen on runways or something like that, but
Uh-huh.
at the same token, we don't want to have what everybody else has. There
Right.
needs to be a reason that you come to our site, because you want to stop and make heads turn, and you don't want to walk in the room and have anything on that anybody else has on.
That's right. That's right. That's what I'm saying right there. That's
Really
what
what
I'm
it
saying.
is. Like, how many times has a person gotten upset because you walk in and "Yeah, she got on the sale?" These
Well, I have a question. Well, are you going to like work on anything like I know like some people they want to like you have your endorsement with Warren G. He endorsed your sauce. Are you going to try to get more people to look at what things go on in the fashion and maybe put it on a couple shows, movies, or anything?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we are reaching out to a few people, and 6 degrees of separation. So
Right.
luckily, I have a couple friends and know a couple people. My dad got a couple
Right.
to know a couple people. So yeah,
You
we
know
definitely
what?
are trying to get the things seen where they need to be seen.
Okay. Well, I'm asking for a reason because that's kind of down my line of what we do.
Yeah.
We're
Oh
along
yeah.
the lines of movie and TV and stuff. And so, if you ever want to go that route, just let us know. We have a lot of people that do
Oh,
stuff in TV and movies and
absolutely.
a whole nine. And your
Yeah.
dad said no quick fashion. I got you. I got you.
No quick
No quick fashion.
fashion.
So I was
Yeah,
just
we're
kind of
not doing that
curious.
in and out. Because I mean, when
Yeah.
you a lot of those things that you see that all the sites are doing right now,
Uh huh.
we can go downtown and pick that stuff up. So it's like we don't want
Right.
that. Like, I mean, we could
Hmm.
easily press and shit, but no, we want
Right.
quality. We want the out of the box.
Right.
We want show stopping and eyes turning
Hmm.
and oh my goodness, what's going on here?
I know that's right. That's the way to
Yeah,
go. That is
I'm
the way to
like,
go. You want
yeah.
something that lasts and forever where people can actually look back and say, their line has grown. I remember when they first started, this is what they do now. I love this line. I'm sticking with this. This is my favorite. The whole nine. Some people, they like a certain line and that's where they stay.
Yeah,
They're very
and they're
loyal
with
to
full
it.
growth.
Right.
Exactly.
So you're building loyal people to your land. I got you. I got
Exactly.
you 1,000%
Yep.
on that. You know,
Thank you.
I just cannot believe that the time has flown on this
I can't believe
whole
it either.
interview. I mean,
You
I
didn't
can't believe
even
I just
dab away. I was just a yakky yakky yak.
we're gonna
I'm
but
not a
I knew
talker. I don't talk.
right. I just knew it was going to be very vibrant though because your energy is so great. And I said it's going to be a
Well,
great
you're
interview.
awesome too. You made it
Oh,
easy. You made it
thank
so
you.
easy. Thank
Thank
you.
you. I appreciate everything that you're doing. You're showing people out there how to navigate in the midst of a whole lot of stuff going on. We got a lot of things happening out there in the world right now, and you're
Yeah.
showing people how to navigate in the midst of all this. You have the whole Bone Cleaner Barbecue Sauce, and now you have a.k.a. 1994, and so you've got a lot going on, and you're not letting the things of the world stop you from
At
doing
all.
you.
No, we can't. We can't let it stop us.
Right.
And
Yes.
we can. Yeah, there's this. It's so much out there. Like, you gotta smile through it. And you just gotta smile through it and not let this mess bother you.
I know that's
no
right.
how much is really on your shoulders. Like, it's so much easier to smile through whatever is on your shoulders than to because it's all gonna work out eventually. Everything works out. So just let it work out.
It does. It really does.
Let it work. It'll work itself out.
It's a matter of just believing that it will.
Exactly.
It shall happen. Well, I tell you what we're going to do real quick. We're going to just take a quick break here. And then when we come back, like I'm going to run my social media real quick. When we come back, we're going to talk about your social media. And then we're going to have to get on out of here.
Okay. It's so nice being here.
I don't have a great time. So just hold on tight, y'all. Check out my social media and make sure that you like and subscribe. Here we go. We hope that you have enjoyed this episode of Art Imitates Live with Tanya Dixon. So be sure to like and subscribe. And also check us out on all of our other social media. You know what's so crazy about this whole thing is that I'm always posting in the middle of the show, right? I have been so involved with you until I look down and I do one thing and I stop. And then I try to again, I do one thing and I stop.
No downtime.
Yes, I just did it tonight, but I'm going to post a lot afterwards, make sure that people can watch the replay, which we get a lot of people on our replay. And so therefore I'll have to do it then because I have been horrible. I have been like so engulfed in what you were saying, and then I look over and I touch something and I say, okay, we start again, and then we stop again, and I start again. It's just been constant because I'm just enjoying the conversation. So make sure. Yeah, I've had a great time with this interview with you.
I had a wonderful time too. You made this so hard. Thank you.
Wonderful. I want you to go ahead and drop your social media, and then we will start our wrap.
All right. So social media for Bone Cleaner Barbecue Sauce, Instagram, Bone Cleaner _ BBQ Sauce. Facebook is Bone Cleaner Barbecue Sauce and Bone Cleaner Barbecue Sauce LLC. There's 2 pages. I don't know why. Okay, and so for the restaurants, if you want to reach out to me, reach out to _chef cat with a K. And I can answer whatever questions or help you out with whatever you guys need. Just DM me on that page. Then we also do have we have Adekoya ADEKOYA 1994 on Instagram as well.
Okay. Wow.
And that's for the fashion line. So that page is on there. It's just not in rotation right now. But yeah, that's the fashion line page. And then my dad. I don't know if you guys want to follow my dad.
Yeah, drop his social as well.
The designer. So my dad is Roy Harper. Hold on. Roy Harper 4955.
Okay.
And then you can see the other part of my team. But yeah, and the markets, we're actually going to be at 9th and Broadway November 6th. We'll have a sauce pop up there. So my dad and I will be out there with barbecue sauces and oils and seasonings from 11 to 5.
Okay, cool. You know, that's what I was going to ask you before we get out. I always like the people know from people what's their next move, what do they have coming up. And so you just mentioned that. Bring that address one more time for me so people in the area can go out there and check out. Okay,
so it's an outdoor marketplace event, and it's on the corner of 9th and Broadway in downtown LA. From 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. And it's actually the first Saturday of every month. So the next one will be November 6th, which is actually my little brother's birthday. So y'all come around and celebrate my little brother's birthday with me and buy some sauce.
Cool. Y'all do that November 6th, okay?
November 6th, yeah.
That's wonderful. Lady, I've had a nice time with you here today. And you know what? I'm going to give you an open invitation to come back anytime. Please keep us updated on what's
Absolutely.
happening with the fashion line, what's happening with the Bone Cleaner Barbecue Sauce. Now,
Thank
you already know that when I get the box, you're probably
Oh
going to
yeah.
hear it all the way from Georgia and Texas.
Hey, y'all gonna have everything. I put everything in there. So yeah,
Really?
it's just oh yeah, everything. So
Oh,
enjoy.
okay. But you know, I'm going to
Don't
respond.
fight it. There's enough to share.
And you know what? I am probably, you know what would be a good thing to do is not only bring you back on for a follow up for the Soul Spotlight with the sauce and everything, we're going to have to bring you in the living room
I would
on the
love.
Friday night show where you can be there with the forum. And the forum, they can, they can see,
Yes.
talk to you about your whole line and everything. Oh, wait a minute, we got some. Okay, I see Margot peeked in, and I see your dad. He gave the nice bright way for Saturday. He's dad is on it. Dad is
We
on top.
own it.
He is on it.
I made a mistake and
Hey
sent
man,
the wrong link. He
hey.
almost was in here.
And I see Charles checked in. Yeah, he said, "My goodness, this is a great
Hey
interview." Yes, it was a great
guys.
interview. Thanks, Charles. But we have people that come in. I like to like read and be a little bit more interactive with the people out there. But and like I said, I want you to come on to the living room. We have the Soul Spotlight here where you on tonight.
I would love
We have
to.
the living room and what's the tea on Friday nights. And
Okay.
I don't think I'm going to be able to stop you from coming in there after they get the sauce. So I
I
will
would love
definitely.
to participate.
Okay, wonderful. We talk about all kinds of stuff, just like the living room at your home. When people come over
Oh
and
yeah.
you're in there cutting up,
Honestly.
that's what it's about.
I'm with
Thank you
you.
so much for being here
Thank
tonight. I have a great
you.
time with you.
Thank
And thank
you.
you for taking the time and sharing all of your ventures and everything with us. And of course, again, open invitation. Come see us anytime. And if you
I
have
appreciate
something that you
that.
just want to put out there, still just call me on the phone. Let me know.
Oh, thank you. No, I really appreciate this opportunity. Thank you so much.
You're quite welcome. You're so welcome. And you out there, make sure that you hit my social media. If you have any questions, comments, you want to be a guest on the show, if you know just all the social media just now, and it's also in the description of the show, you want to email to me, info@tandyland.com, TANDILAND. That's the website. You get us there. But if you're a Gmail person and you don't want to do the whole website thing, just go to Tandyland, TANDILAND AIL@gmail.com. Hit us over there too. And make sure you like and subscribe to this show. You know how we do. So tomorrow night we got more going on. You know what? I can't call him your label mate, but he is your Makita under her company. I guess you can say your PR mate. He's coming on tomorrow. Yeah, Dr. Boogie's coming on tomorrow night. So
Oh,
I want to
how
make sure
cool.
that I
Hey,
say something
Makeda,
like
I love
that.
you, boo.
Yes, shout out to Makita. She did the doggone
She's
thing.
amazing. Oh, that
Yes.
queen. Oh, my
Yes,
goodness.
she is great. And you know what? I want to go ahead and hit the poster real quick tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Dr. Boogie, host of All Blacks, My Main Problem. He will be in the house with us. So y'all tune in again. And that's what we're going to do, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Just tune in to see what's happening. And one more thing before you go. I showed it in the whole Soul Spot in the commercial. I'm sorry, Soul Spotlight opening, and then the commercial. But for you all who want to see the line laid out like this, I love these pictures here too that she
Thank
has,
you. Well, yeah,
and
when
you
I
look
started
good.
making the barbecue sauce, I was actually canning all the recipes in the mason jars because my grandmother taught me how to can when I was really young. So that's why
Really.
I transferred them over. Yeah, once I got the one bottled at the plant, then I was like, okay, all the bottles have to change.
Okay, cool, cool. And you know what?
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to share the 1G video. Do you want to share that before we get out of here?
Do you mind? I
Oh Oh, sure.
Or do you have it? I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. We got so caught up in talking. And so
Oh
let me just go ahead and
yeah.
do this.
I mean,
This is the
they can see
video.
it otherwise. They can go to my page and see it. It's fine. You don't have to
Okay.
put it up
I will
there.
just do it real quick. We already here, girl. Let's roll it.
It's your boy Warren G. I had to come scoop up me some of this good bone cleaner, man. Barbecue sauce, best in the game. You better ask somebody. If you don't know, now you know. See what I got. Church.
Now that I have made you all hungry,
I know, right? I'm hungry.
right? Now that you all are hungry again, be sure to reach out to Kathleen Bowen, a.k.a. Chef Cat. You got to get the Bone Cleaner Barbecue Sauce. Make sure that you reach out about the clothing line, a.k.a. 1994. I can't even say it enough. This has been a great interview. I'm glad that you're here. Thank you to Makita. I see that she is in the comments, and thank you. There she is. There she is. And I appreciate y'all so much. And for you all out there, you know how we do. Tomorrow night, like I mentioned, is Dr. Boogie on the Soul Spotlight, and Friday night, that's the living room, 9-10 p.m. Eastern time. So come on in. And in the meantime, in between time, I've had a great time with you all here. Loved it. And, you know, as I always say in parting, good things come to those who are I want to say this, who are patient. Better things. I started to forget as I started talking about the barbecue sauce. My mind was somewhere.
Now you see what my problem was. I'm like, oh, I'm thinking about this food. Okay.
Yes. And my mind just went completely blank as I was getting ready to go into it.
Yes.
But that's what we always going to say is the best things come to those who never give up. And I see you never give up, people. Chef Cat, you're our kind of people. I love it.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
again, thank you for being here.
Thank
and
you.
all of you out there, thank you for tuning in. I'm Tanya Dixon. This is Kathleen Bowen, a.k.a. Chef Cat, and we will see you next time on Art Imitates Live.